Liam was there at Thorpe Park when they first insinuated that I had a wandering eye. And I was like, Liam could have just nipped it in the bud there and then.
What is it that this actual voice note states? Just so everyone at home can get it clear and there's no more ag. Hello and welcome back to TOWIE Dragged Out. Of course, I'm your fashion queen of the London scene, here to deliver you all the goss to Essex and about Essex with some fabulous guests. I'm gonna give you the tea, give you the goss, and of course, there's always drama. This week's episode, we saw a trip to the east that ultimately goes south, friends attempting to build bridges, and some extra juicy beef at Essex's first spring barbecue. So why not roll those titles? How are we all doing? How is everyone? Hello.
Hi, everyone.
How is everybody feeling after last week's episode?
I feel like I gave way too much attention to something that didn't need that much attention.
But you have taken something and tried to maliciously make it something that it's really not.
Chloe handled it really well. I'm just really proud how she handled herself.
You dealt with it amazingly and completely shut her down, which I'm not very good at because I retaliate and shout. I wish if I could have took some advice from Chloe 2 years ago, it would be don't shout at her, just call her a child.
How's the reaction been online? Has it been positive?
It's been fine. It's not been, I thought it was going to be terrible, but actually I got quite a lot of love. There's always the odd bad comment, but...
We've seen some incredible away trips over the years. We've flown to Marbella, Thailand and Vegas, just to name a few. So what I want to know is, how does Norfolk compare?
The hotel was really, really nice.
Unreal.
Yeah, the hotel was unbelievable. The beach
Was freezing. It was so cold.
it was freezing cold. I mean, on a summer's day, it's probably be nice, but it's nothing like Thailand.
Chloe, you had socks on your hands, so how cold actually was it if you tried to have socks on your hands?
I was freezing. Honestly, I thought, oh, it's all right. We'll be sitting there. I put wedges on and a little blazer. And I got there and I was like, I'm literally gonna bloody die in a minute. It was so cold. It weren't normal.
So Courtney, what would you say has been your favourite ever trip that you've ever done on TOWIE?
I have to say Thailand's been my favourite through and through.
Really?
At that point, we had a really nice group of girls and we were just all together and we had such a laugh and such a fun time, and the culture there's amazing. And we got to feed the elephants, and Chloe made me eat, what was it? Rice and mango.
I mean, she talks as if it's some bush tucker trial. It was like a dessert. It was sweet, sticky rice and mango. It was really nice.
Whilst in Norfolk, Chloe Meadows took the opportunity to speak to Gatsby and find out why he didn't back her recently. So why do you think it was that Gatsby didn't defend Chloe?
He really likes Danny, and I think that they're a very new relationship. I think Gatsby's very easily influenced, and I do think that he wouldn't want to upset anyone, but I do think that in time he probably will regret that decision.
I think that Gatsby should have had Chloe's back way more than he did. Like Chloe said, they've known each other so long, you should know your friend and you should know your friend's intentions. And if that was me and my friend, I'd be like, no, that wasn't what she meant.
Liam was there at Thorpe Park when they first insinuated that I had a wandering eye. And I was like, Liam could have just nipped it in the bud there and then.
What is it that this actual voice note states? Just so everyone at home can get it clear and there's no more ag.
I voice noted the person that put him forward for the show. I was just like, well done you, he's great for TOWIE. I was like, sometimes we get people on the show and they're a bit nervous on camera, they can't really talk properly. Well done you, he talks amazing, he's really handsome, he's young, he's fresh. I'd be buzzing if I was on the show 10 years ago, is what I said. She forwarded it to him just to try and give him a bit of a confidence boost and be like, oh, some of the older cast are complimenting him and saying he's doing really well. So that's why she did that, but it massively backfired. My intention of it was to compliment the person that got him on the show.
Has this whole situation with you, Courtney, affected your relationship with Gatsby as well?
I think you'll see in next episode that it does affect mine and Liam's relationship. But at the end of the day, I only repeated what he said. I know the way in which he said it. It was jokey. I wasn't saying it in a bitchy and malicious way. I was just comparing his comment and Chloe's comment as the same thing.
What did he say?
He basically said that he's still going to talk to other girls while seeing Danny, but in like a Liam way.
We don't believe that he actually meant it. It was just his reaction. But yeah, Courtney was just trying to draw a parallel between the two.
I think you'll see in next week's episode it all go down.
Lockheed is set on taking the leap and leaving Brentwood and trading it in for Hollywood.
Was he going to be like another Danny Dyer?
Who are you going to go with? You're going to go off tomorrow with him, that scruffy long-haired dog lover, or you're going to stay with your son?
I feel like places like Romford and Dagenham create the grit. So I feel like that's what makes a good actor.
Joey, we know you can do a mean Elvis impression.
Thank you very much.
So do you have any dreams of taking over Hollywood?
I used to want to be an actor, but I feel like I would do it. I would love to do like movies. I used to say that Leonardo DiCaprio was my brother when I was younger. I used to tell people that Leonardo DiCaprio is my brother.
I wish he was your brother. You could introduce him to me.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
I love him. He's so beautiful.
Do any of you guys have any big dreams that you would like to achieve aside of TOWIE?
All I wanted to do was just be a Playboy bunny, and I still think if TOWIE ends tomorrow, I've got the new boobs, so
She's going to the mansion.
I'm going there.
Over the years in TOWIE, we've of course had some fashion iconic moments. But of course with fashion iconic moments, there's disasters, and we've had plenty. This week we have Essex's very own fashionista, Joey Turner. And with his help, we're going to decide if these outfits from the past were a Joey Turner on or a Joey Turner off.
I think that's actually a quite nice outfit. It's not a Joey outfit at all, but I don't think it looks terrible.
That's Joey before he come out the closet. That's Joey trying to be masculine.
That's straight Joey.
So is this a Joey Turner on or a Joey Turner off?
A Joey Turner off.
This is more Joey.
Oh,
This is very
I like that one.
That's very bondage.
I mean, sex sells is 2020.
Is this a Joey Turner on or a Joey Turner off?
On.
Turn it on.
Joey Turner on. It gives me very like Joey Turner vibes.
That's like one of my favourite outfits of yours.
I liked that look.
Yeah, that was fun. Do you know what though? That was so last minute. Like I literally woke up and I was like, oh, and you need to wear something Renaissance, because I was like, I feel like I've had a rebirth. I was like, okay, well, you need to wear something Renaissance though. I was like rummaging through my clothes. I was like, Renaissance.
I mean, you did well. I'm not sure I could like quickly get that outfit together.
So, Marie Antoinette, Pearls and Tea, is this a Joey Turn on or a Joey Turner off?
Turn it on.
Yeah.
So he went to me, oh, I know, Chloe, I'm going to dress up as a Playboy bunny. Why don't you dress up as Hugh Hefner? And I was like, no, I'm the girl. So I come dressed as, we was two bunnies together.
Is the bunny thong stripper a Joey Turner on or a Joey Turner off?
Turn it on.
Turn it on. It's a classic. My entire arse was on the show. I wouldn't have it any other way.
What an odd couple of months it has been indeed. But do we think Bobby and Chloe Sims will be able to get back to the way they were back in the day?
I love Bobby. Like, I've always been team Bobby. I just don't think it's been very fair how the girls have treated him, considering he's been very upset and he's been very sorry about the way he spoke to Frankie, and the girls just weren't having any of it.
Bobby's apologised and he's sincere in his apology, then Chloe just has to accept it or not.
I was there when it happened with him and Frankie, and you know, it was a bit uncalled for. I love Bobby, but it was. But I do think he's genuinely sorry and they should accept his apology. I don't know what else he's meant to do. Is he meant to literally get on his hands and knees and beg?
Now we can't talk about the Essex BBQ without addressing that extra portion of beef that came late to the party. Chloe M, what happened to your burger? Did Ella ruin your appetite?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't even get a burger. I was actually kind of annoyed. Why did we not get a burger, Courtney? I wasn't even offered one.
But they were hogging the barbecue. We couldn't get anywhere near it.
She was covering him and the barbecue. She was like his bouncer, weren't she?
Can we have a word with Roman, please?
Yeah, and I'm going to stand here.
What, you, his bodyguard?
Yeah, you can. But I'm right to stand here.
Courtney, are you surprised that she actually refused to leave?
She's Roman's bodyguard. What do I expect? Do I expect anything less? No.
I did love when you left and you went,
Give us one of your Chloe Brockett one-liners, which are quite frankly not as funny or as quick as her.
I think I'm definitely the queen of one-liners. She can try, but it's just not the same.
Okay, what you're saying is a bit pointless now. Chloe, let's wrap this up.
Of course, it's come to my favourite part of the show where we ask you all at home and on the TOWIE socials a burning question that I want to know the answers to. So come on, it's time for the poll of truth. Ruth? So, the hesitation with Gatsby to defend Chloe over the recent rumours about Roman has definitely raised a red flag in their friendship. Would you defend a friend without knowing all of the facts?
I'd always say yes.
Agreed. I think you back your friends no matter what. And even if you think they've done something wrong, you tell them in private, you'll be like, oh, maybe it wasn't the best thing to do, but then you back them hard, like.
Should friends always be given the benefit of doubt?
I think if we're talking about this instance, then like I said, you know, Gatsby should know Chloe enough to know her intentions.
If someone came to me and said like, oh, you know, Courtney's been really, really nasty to somebody I know, I'd be like, well, I know Courtney, are you sure? Like, I'm not sure, you know, she wouldn't actually do that. I know her quite well. Like, that's what I would say without even asking Courtney. I know her well enough to back her regardless of what has actually happened.
The results are in. Drum roll, please. A massive 76% of you guys at home said that you would defend a friend to the end without any hesitation. So there you go, Chloe. Everyone's team Chloe. So that is all for TOWIE Dragged Out. And of course, I have to thank my fabulous gang that joined me today on the panel. Thanks everyone, it has been amazing. I hope to see you all again soon, maybe on the town. Bye! Give me a like, give me a share, spread the word, tell your friends, tell your aunt, tell your mum, and just come on. You know the rules. If you want to be in Essex, you've got to have an opinion. So give me one. Until the next time, see you out there. I'll see you out the window.